How's it going? Ryan here, or M&R Productions, and over the last week we have had a lot of new LEGO Star Wars Summer 2025 set rumors, as well as some reveals for some of the Spring 2025 sets. So we're going to take a look at those pictures first, and then talk about the rumors, which include potentially another set, including Jango Fett, which is insane after so many years of not having him. We also now potentially know the minifigs for the Clone Wars MTT and much more, but like I said, let's start with those set pictures, and it's a very exciting one, the Polybag Millennium Falcon, one that many people, including myself, kind of forgot was coming out on March 1st, set 30708. It has 74 pieces and will sell for the standard $5 for polybags. Now, this one is pretty good looking, with one simple exception, and that's that they didn't give it a printed or even a stickered windscreen piece, so it just looks like it's missing a little something on the front end there. Otherwise, it's a very nice poly bag. There's just that one small blemish there, but I think this will still be one that, obviously, because it's literally the Millennium Falcon, will sell plenty. But yeah, definitely a little something left on the table there, and it's a little disappointing. The other March 1st set is one you may have already seen in the 75429 AT-AT driver helmet set, but we now have all of the pictures of this set, plus it's available for pre-order, so if you want to pre-order this set, use my YouTube shopping link. It's somewhere on the screen here. I'm not sure exactly where, but supports the channel in doing so and doesn't cost you anything extra through Target. But looking at these full photos, this still looks like a helmet set that a lot of people are going to love, with the one exception of the stickers on this one being just horribly miscolored once again, where you're going to have this big difference in color going from the grays of the sticker to the grays of the brick, and that's been a problem, and we knew it would be a problem, and it's just a shame not to see it fixed here. Now, I've got 5 rumor updates to discuss with y'all, and I'm going to go in order kind of what I think is least exciting to most exciting, and then at some point in the very near future, I'm going to make a video talking about all of the summer 2025 rumors, because there's a lot, and we're obviously not going to retread all of that here. So this is just the new stuff. So starting out, we've got an update to what was maybe going to be a $50 clone turbo tank. It maybe, I guess, could still be a micro version of a clone turbo tank from Rebuild the Galaxy at $50, but set 75414, according to leakers, is going to be from Rebuild the Galaxy. It's going to include Sig and Dev Griebling, as well as a Doros. I don't know what that is. I didn't watch season 1, so I don't know if that's in there or if it's something that's coming from season 2, but either way, this is some sort of Rebuild the Galaxy set, and very unlikely to be a turbo tank unless it's some kind of heavily modified, you know, it could be a shrunken down version from Rebuild the Galaxy, because that show's crazy, they can do anything. Number 2 is one that I feel like has been floating around a little bit out there, but in the past week or so has definitely become a little bit more solidified, and that's as it pertains to the minifigs in the V19 Torrent, a $60 set coming on August 1st, and it originally, we knew, had a clone pilot, of course. That's supposed to be a Phase 1 clone pilot without the fin, like we should have gotten the UCS gunship, and then the other figures, we didn't really know exactly, but apparently it's going to be Asajj Ventress and Obi-Wan Kenobi, and I suppose they could be from the original 2003 Clone Wars, or they could be from 2008 Clone Wars, but either way, some probably Clone Wars versions of those figures will be pretty cool. Let's just hope they're really good versions, because it's been a long wait, especially for Ventress. I think the last one we had was 2015, so definitely due for an update there. Rumor number 3 is the minifigs and piece count for the very exciting $150 Clone Wars MTT, and the piece count is 976, which certainly feels low. For reference, the one from 2007 had 1,326 pieces. The minifigs, though, seem quite interesting, as it's rumored to have 10 battle droids, which honestly doesn't seem like enough. The one from 2007 had 20, so we're getting half here. I mean, not shocking by any means, but I, of course, and probably you guys also, wanted more out of that. And then there are other figures in the set. There's a couple more, Aayla Secura and Commander Bly, so that's pretty cool. It seems like it will pair nicely with the 327th Battle Pack that's also rumored to be coming out in the summer of 2025. That's great, good to have that. However, I kind of had some pretty high hopes that a big Clone Wars Separatist set, which you don't get often, everyone knows that, would have someone like Wat Tambor, who is like directly involved with the scenes with the Clone Wars MTT, versus some characters that aren't really involved with it, I'm pretty sure. So kind of interesting choices there. Maybe I'm wrong if there's some other Clone Wars episodes that I didn't catch on to, but the Clone Wars MTT is not, you know, very common in the Clone Wars, and so when I went back and watched the very specific episodes that I remembered having it, I saw Wat Tambor, and I was real excited about the prospect of having Wat Tambor, and apparently that's not going to be happening. So I don't know why you wouldn't include like a dope Separatist leader. I know a lot of other people were hoping to see some tactical droids out of this set, maybe, you know, another figure that we haven't seen in a long time, but of course, Wat Tambor, a figure that we've never had. Commander Bly, also a figure that we've never had, so there is that aspect to it too, and that's definitely exciting, except, you know, Clone Troopers since 2022 ain't been the same, and this one ain't gonna have a waist cape, and it's gonna probably have some just weird printing error, and then the helmet's gonna suck with its print on top, and you know how they are with Clone Troopers, they just don't care about making them good, so I'm not excited about Bly at all. Aayla, yeah, I'm sure she'll be good, whatever. 10 droids, battle droids are battle droids at this point. They are good, but they definitely do not excite like a tactical droid or a Wat Tambor or an Admiral Trenchwoods. Very interesting figure selection, probably very unexpected for a lot of people, but we'll move on to our 4th out of 5 exciting rumors for summer of 2025 with the minifig count for the UCS Death Star. Yeah, I do think something else is more exciting than this. And the minifig count apparently is 40 or so. Like, that's a lot of minifigs. That's by far the most minifigs ever in a LEGO Star Wars set. It seems like they're upping from the 25 or so that we saw in the previous Death Star playsets, somewhere around 40. That's the current rumor. I would take that one with a pretty big grain of salt. I don't know where it's coming from exactly, but there's just some rumbling on the street that this set could include up to 40 minifigs, which would be insane. I don't even know what you would do to include 40 minifigs. Like, that's a lot. With that minifig count in mind, I'm really hoping that it would include characters from multiple eras. Of course, with the original Death Star playsets, we saw characters from episode 4 and 5 and 6. You know, it wasn't just from one specific movie. But of course, that last Death Star came out in 2016, and a character like Galen Erso was but a twinkle in everyone's eye. And so now that we like him from Rogue One and we saw his role in the creation of the Death Star, maybe having some characters like that included, and I'm sure there's more. You guys can comment what you would want out of your 40 figure lineup for the Death Star. I have not put enough thought into it to give a real well-rounded opinion, but 40 minifigs sounds absurd to me, and that would take a lot of time to figure out, but that sounds cool. What sounds even cooler is the final exciting summer 2025 new rumor I have for you guys today, and that is that the UCS Jango Fett Slave 1 is not alone. No, this is getting out of hand because there are 2 of them. Apparently, there will also be a playset Jango Fett Slave 1 coming in summer of 2025. So the UCS Slave 1 is releasing May 1st alongside the Jango Fett helmet, and then the playset is supposed to come out on August 1st. Now, I was quite surprised with some of the details behind this playset Jango Slave 1 in that it's going to be $70, and if we remember back to summer of 2021, they came out with the Book of Boba Fett Slave 1, and that was $50, so you're looking at a $20 price hike, but you know, it could have just been inflation. It could still be the same design. What's more interesting is that the piece count is substantially higher than that Book of Boba Fett Slave 1, or maybe it was from The Mandalorian, but it had Boba Fett. I think that's what it was. It was kind of that weird time. We're getting too into the weeds there. The point is, the new set is supposed to have 707 pieces, which is quite a bit more than the one from 2021. So it basically means one of 2 things. One, it's a slightly bigger, more well-done version of the Slave 1, which I think would be pretty ideal for most people, or it's an exact replica of that Slave 1 and then includes some sort of landing platform, which I think is unlikely because I think you would need more pieces or some really big pieces, which this set at $70, 707 pieces, 10 cents per piece, it doesn't indicate that to me at all. And, you know, we're working on very little information here, obviously, piece count and a price. Like, I'm doing the best I can to analyze this with the info we have here, though. So I don't think it'll include, like, a landing platform. It could maybe include a lamppost and some sort of interior small side build. Like, that is definitely on the table. I don't see it as super likely, except the minifig selection for this set makes you think maybe. So it's absolutely no surprise that you're going to be getting a Jango Fett and a Boba Fett minifigure in this one, but it's also rumored to come with a Kaminoan, and the leakers didn't say that it was Taun We, which would be the Kaminoan that we got in the 2022 Obi-Wan's Jedi Starfighter, and I hope that it's not. I hope that it is a new, unique, different Kaminoan. I think it would be incredibly dumb that we waited 20 years to get one Kaminoan, and then, you know, a few years later, they're finally going to release another one. It's the same one that's already still available on a $30 set, and everyone's had ample opportunity to get. Like, I just think it would be dumb to release the same figure again. Would I put it past them? Of course not, but I don't expect it. I do think it will end up being something new. I saw a couple people saying, like, Llama Suit. I know there are definitely some options out there. When it comes to the Jango Fett figure in this set, that's obviously the other, you know, big talking point. On May 1st, we're supposed to be getting that $300 UCS Jango Slave 1. The Jango figure in that set is supposed to have arm printing. I can't remember if the Boba was supposed to have that or not, according to the rumors. I just don't remember, but the point is, you know, will that or won't that figure be exclusive? That's been a hot topic ever since the UCS gunship fiasco. Of course, LEGO still has plenty of exclusive figures in very expensive UCS sets, so it should come as no surprise to anyone that's like in the know if there end up being some exclusive figures in the UCS Jango Slave 1, but at the same time, after the Captain Rex thing and everything, like, you just never know with LEGO here. But I do find it interesting that the leakers didn't specifically say that the Jango Fett would be the same as the UCS Slave 1, and I think if you guys can call back to about a year and a half ago when the Captain Rex's Y-Wing microfighter rumors started popping up, it was very specific. The Rex was going to be the same as the UCS Venator, and I'm just not seeing people say the same thing in regards to that, so I'm kind of assuming at this point that the UCS figures will be exclusive, or at least the Jango will be with arm printing, and then the version of Jango in the smaller set won't have arm printing. But that, of course, might not be the case, and I'm reading into it too much. I just don't know at this point. But anyway, those are all the exciting updates for summer 2025 sets I've got for you all. Definitely some very weird and unexpected stuff, I would say. If you guys enjoyed, hit the like button. Let me know your thoughts on the rumors in the comments section below, and subscribe so you don't miss future LEGO Star Wars content. See you later.